The Black Alumni Networking Expo is an annual conference created to bring college graduates together to collaborate and share ideas. The hope is that the attendees will leave with a skill set that will help them both professionally and personally. And co-founder of the Expo, Jonathan and King is here and shares the details with us. Good morning, Jonathan. Good to see you.
Hey, how are you?
Good to have you here. Networking, that is probably the most important thing anybody can do at any point in their career. But
Absolutely.
Why is it so important for the recent college graduate?
Well, I think what we're facing now and what we see is a lot of graduates are graduating and they're not having the same opportunities they may have had 5, 10 years ago. So now we really want to implement networking and finding those key people that can further your career is really important, especially coming out of school. Really important before while you're in school, but it's really important after you leave school. And then creating a community where all Black alumni can actually connect and help each other is really one of the main things that we want to implement, and networking is one of the main keys. You
probably find that when you're in college, you have a group that you kind of deal with, and then once you get out of that group, you're kind of on your own, and you don't know how to find your way.
Absolutely.
So this is an opportunity maybe to expand your group.
For sure, for sure. After school, you have that group. I mean, while you're in school, you have the group, but after school is, like you said, it's, okay, I'm in this big world and I don't know what's going on. And so now it gives you opportunities. If I'm in entertainment, if I'm in finance, if I'm in whatever your industry is, construction, I can go here, I can find similar people and we can learn together. And if they know something that I don't know, they can share that information. And that one thing that will really do is allow you to grow faster in your career, but also just create that confidence that you need in your career to grow in general.
Let's talk about the Expo itself coming up. You're going to have so much stuff going on.
Absolutely.
How do you kind of hone it in on just a couple of days of information?
Well, really, each event we want to focus on of the weekend is important, and it's structured to give information. So it's informative information, it's informative events every day. So Friday, the kickoff event is an entrepreneurship catered event. So it's a conversation, it's a panel dinner, and that's one of the pillars and one of the information and the things that we want to give the people during the weekend is entrepreneurship is one of the key elements that you can focus on nowadays as well. So if you aren't able to get those opportunities, you can be an entrepreneur. So Saturday as well is a full day of networking. It's a full day of different activities, breakout sessions, panels, different engaging speakers. So all of those things happen on Saturday, and then Saturday night we have the Black Alumni Ball. So the idea is if you meet somebody on Friday, by Saturday night you have seen them 3 or 4 times, and you're more welcome to utilize that business card that you have. Because too many times we see that you'll get that business card and you never use it.
Yeah.
And those are things that we want to implement in our conference, that we make sure that people get that. Like if you get that business card, let's use it.
Yeah, the follow-up is so important.
The follow-up is huge. It's huge.
It could be the door that opens for you.
Absolutely.
And if you never make that phone call, if somebody says to you, here's my card, give me a call, the follow-up is the most important thing.
You need to follow up, absolutely.
You were telling me when we were talking before we got on the air that this is really focused to the attention span of millennials.
For sure.
Why is that?
Well, that's why this conference has grown as big as it did in 4 years. When we started in 2014 and now it's 2017, it just expanded from California to Chicago to New York. People are coming all from all these different places to DC because we created a conference that allowed us to keep the attention span. So the millennials, as we know, have very short attention spans. So what happens now is we create a conference that, for 30 minutes you can network, you can meet vendors, you can go to breakout sessions, you can go to the panel, you can go outside, and if you met somebody, you can go conversate with them. So it just allows you to have full range to what type of activities in your schedule. You're pretty much creating your own schedule with this conference. And a lot of other typical conferences, maybe older conferences, is a very set schedule. And I think that's really why millennials has really engaged with this conference more than anything else is, we can go there if we want to just, do a session or two. We want to go, meet some people. If we want to go, talk to 5, 6, 7 different vendors, I can do that. And it's no set schedule. You have your own schedule. So I think that's really, one of the main things that makes this conference a lot different than a lot of others.
So do people need to register in advance, and how do we get that information?
So you can register at www.BANExpo. So it's BANExpo. BANEXPO.org.
And we'll link folks to that on our website.
So BANExpo.org, you can go there, you can register for all of the events, you can know about all of the sessions that we have throughout the weekend, you can see who special guests that we have coming, catering from, like I said, finance, from entertainment, from tech. We actually have a few alumni from the VCU area, Virginia State area, that will be joining us for a tech panel, Sixto Cancel, and a few others. So it's just a full weekend of alumni connecting and progressing.
A perfect way to expand your horizons.
Absolutely.
Jonathan King, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. The 4th Annual Black Alumni Networking Expo is this Friday through Sunday in Washington, D.C. And if you'd like to get a complete schedule and information on how to register, we will post a link on our show website by early this afternoon. All you have to do is go to WTVR.com/VTN.